Hello, my name is Lyndon Farrington. I'm the Managing Director and Co-founder of Beep. This position is for self-employed direct sales people. This position will create your own income and your own security. Beep has good stability. It has 48,000 free members in 192 countries. However, the vast majority of these members are very part-time. Beep is now looking for 100 full-time sales members in 30 countries and regions globally. Our target is 1.5 million stores globally. I come from a direct sales background, and I know it's very tricky to find one, a company that pays you, two, a company that doesn't tell you you'll earn thousands a week and you never get anywhere close, and three, a company that has reasonably achievable goals. So Beep is perfect for the direct salesperson with a good work ethic because we understand you very well. Now, before we get going, I'd like to say I really can't help you if you're the kind of person who's negative all the time, who sits there waiting for something magical to happen, £1 million to turn up at your door, or you get distracted every 5 minutes, or you don't finish jobs that you start. I can help you, however, if you study, if you apply yourself, if you go to work, if you have a great attitude, you put those three things together, then we can give you a full-time income with Beep. Let's just get straight to the point about the money, because I know that's really what you're looking at first and foremost. In Beep, we have two types of money. One is called Now Money, and the second is called 2.75% money. You'll just learn to understand it as that. That is the residual ongoing income, or the Now Money that is paid every single week. The Now Money will pay you from 3 sales a week, £483. The Now Money will pay you from 5 sales a week, £806. You'll then build those sales up. Your target is 3 sales a week for 12 months to 36 months. So if you build an account from 12 to 24 months, then what will happen is the 2.75%, like layers, slowly builds up, where you're earning, if you do it right, about £25 a month per store. So after 12 to 24 months, you'll be earning from the 2.75% income somewhere between £3,600 and £7,200 every month. What is Beep? There's simply no need to overcomplicate Beep. A good direct salesperson just wants to know if the product can be sold and how many they can sell every week. Beep is simply B2B, or business to business sales. Beep is sold to any business that sells to the public online or offline. Any business, whether it's in the high street or on an industrial estate, or a business that just sells online through its own website. You can sell Beep to any business in the world for that matter, but this position is targeted at the direct salesperson who will concentrate on achieving 150 to 300 personal sales over a period of 12 to 36 months before they stop selling and convert to managing their own stores, as I will explain later on. You can be completely trained by us. However, if you've got any previous experience in business-to-business sales, that will be a definite advantage. Well, almost everybody knows what a loyalty card is. They come in various types. You can have systems where you buy 6 cups of coffee and get the 7th one free, or in a supermarket where you receive points for every purchase. The trouble is the points can take a long time to be useful, and they're limited to where you can redeem the points. Plus, many loyalty systems can only be used, of course, in the same business. If you want to summarize Beep into one line, it would be the money you save from the haircut this morning can come straight off the cost of a meal tonight. Now, there are 3 different websites. The first website is Beepxtra.com. This is the mother site where you receive all your back office information. The second site is Beepstores.com. This is for stores and customers. The third site is Beepmarket.com. This is where stores and members purchase the service and any peripherals that they need. There are also 3 different types of sales member. For reference purposes, we call all members beepers. The first is called the spirit of beepers. These people are firmly part-time. They have full-time incomes elsewhere. However, they join Beep for free and gladly promote it to their friends they know, particularly to business owners' friends that they know. The second type is the team builder. The 2.75% income is very attractive to team builders who take a long-term view of Beep and who have a large database of contacts who they introduce to Beep with the intention of making a long-term income from these introductions. The third type is the independent sales member, and that is this position that you're looking at here. Your role is as an independent business owner who targets 3 stores and or businesses each week with the aim of achieving a full-time income from day one and the longer term aim of a significant ongoing income based on the turnover of each store you sold to and regularly serviced. An independent sales member can introduce and train other people just like any other member, but the primary focus, your primary focus, is on your own personal sales. Now you'll do well to remember that some of the training information you see and hear is actually not targeted at you. So if in doubt, talk to the person who is responsible for training you. It is they who are going to make sure that you are properly trained. Now as a direct salesperson, you'll have somebody who is directly responsible for training you. However, you need to always remember that this is your own business, and if you treat that from day one as your own business, you're going to move a lot faster. Therefore, it would be very well received by your sales trainer that it's obvious that you've watched and understood this video, and also obvious that you've watched the 3 cartoon videos on the Beepxtra.com homepage. On the home page of Beepxtra.com, that's where you can see the 3 main cartoons, and that will give you a good background understanding. Our cartoon called What is Beepxtra explains via a story of a man going into a shop to buy something, anything. In the cartoon we assume he's going out for a haircut. He pays full price, but the retailer asks him, have you got a Beep card? What's that, he says. You can get 10% off the haircut before you pay. How much is the card, he says. Now the retailer says the word that makes the Beep difference. It's free. All the customer has to do is register his card, and that's it. He gets 10% cash back onto his card from the haircut discount, and now he can spend it anywhere, anytime he sees the Beep sign around the world. So the guy leaves with his new haircut, and that night he goes out for a meal in a restaurant. Before he goes into the restaurant, he asks, do you accept Beep cards here? The answer can be either yes or no. If yes, he goes in. If no, he could ask the restaurant why. It's a free service, and he could invite the restaurant to join Beep, or he could go somewhere else, and that pretty much makes sure the restaurant has a good think about joining Beep. Let's suppose for now they do accept Beep. So what do you think happens when he pays for the meal? Well, he gets out his shiny new Beep card and he says, can you check this? I think there's some cash back on it available. So the waiter looks through his Beep system by checking the client's card number. He says, yes, there's money on it to spend, and the money he was awarded in the barber shop this morning now comes off his meal. And that is the basic explanation of the workings of Beep. So what is it that you do? The first thing that you do is register for free. However, don't register until you've spoken to your sales trainer to make sure they've registered you properly. The next thing to do is to separate yourself from the part-time beepers. This position is for full-time people who regard this as their own business, and as such there will be tools required from day one in order to be prepared and to operate effectively, which we're going to outline later in this presentation. Now you'll need to talk with your sales trainer and discuss and learn how to make stores and business appointments for yourself as soon as possible. The next step is to learn how to make the presentation to business owners. See, this is not hit and run sales. Beep salespeople are paid for each step in establishing stores which we're going to outline in a few minutes. Therefore, the next important step is to help the store after joining Beep to achieve their first transactions in key steps. We call each separate transaction a store makes with their customers a beep. Each beep must be a unique beep with different customers, not you or the store owner testing the system, because the system is live and connected to our servers, so each beep creates an invoice to the store. This is why we have demo software, which is not connected live to our servers. To encourage our salespeople to help the stores become properly established with Beep, we pay you for 1. Making the sale, 2. the first 10 beeps, 3. the first 50 beeps, and 4. the first 100 beeps. Now the final stage is supporting your store continually after the first 100 beeps is achieved. This is where you'll see the permanent monthly income known as the 2.75% income, which we're going to explain in a little bit more detail later on. Registration is quick and simple and basically the same for people and stores, just with different buttons to initiate. Registration is achieved via 2 methods. First one is you email the store or person an invitation from your Beep back office or dashboard. This email is internal and it's coded to you, which links the store or person to you for commissions. Each invitation is time-stamped, and once you send it out by email, internal email, it starts a 12-hour countdown clock for people and a 72-hour countdown clock for businesses, and this protects against spamming. Members who send unsolicited invitations to people will have their accounts blocked because we simply don't want people spamming people. We must have that human contact. Now the second method is simply handing the person or a store a Beep discount card which is coded to you. Again, we'll explain that later on in this presentation. Now here we have a title and it's called a qualified sales member. Now this is irrespective of any rank that may occur within Beep. Any member who has 10 stores with 100 unique beeps is called a qualified sales member. Now this is very important because sometimes we have orphan or rescue stores that need local help because they've not been helped by the original introducer, and we need to send in somebody that we know knows what they're talking about, knows, and we know that person is qualified. So on your dashboard also, when you are qualified a sales member, we will put on your dashboard that you are a qualified sales member, so that when you're talking to anybody else you can prove to people that you are actually qualified. So why would a shop or business join Beep? All shops and businesses firstly want to retain their existing customers. That's the reason loyalty programs are so popular. Businesses join Beep because Beep runs their loyalty scheme for them. That's the first and primary reason stores join Beep. Instead of a store trying to figure out their own rewards and loyalty service, Beep take all that hassle away for a very competitive integration fee and great value for money 2.75% transaction fee. Beep, as you're going to see, provides much more than these basics, but simply providing the loyalty service to the store sets Beep apart as the best in the industry for value for money. Now stores join Beep because even if they're the only Beep store for miles around, the system still works, providing a loyalty service for their existing customers. If there is a dense group of local stores, the shop buy local system, shop local, buy local system kicks in. If customers travel around the world, the system still works. So once stores begin to realize the enormous flexibility of the Beep service, the reasons to join become compelling. Shops join Beep because it's very simple to register their customers into the Beep system and immediately give them discounts. Customers, they like it because they don't have to wait for Beep cards to be delivered in the post. Any Beep card can be registered to any customer in less than a minute. You see, although there are many more compelling advantages for stores to join Beep that I'm going to explain in a few minutes, and also although it's always a good thing for sales members to memorize all these benefits, it's very good advice to sales members to remember not to oversell Beep. The simple fact that Beep can assist any business to run its own loyalty service for existing customers is a good enough reason for a store to join. So why would any shop or business join Beep? Now here's a fact that no matter what anyone tells the shop or business, the people that walk in off the street will do just that without any outside business assistance. However, once the customer leaves the premises or the website, generally now, that's when any potential income stops. A huge advantage of Beep is when the business owner gives the Beep card out to their customers, that business owner now earns wherever the customer goes to spend anywhere in the world where they see the Beep logo. Now that's very exciting. And another reason shops join is because they can invite other shops or businesses, vastly increasing the reach of their existing business. Shops also join Beep because every business owner knows the cost of advertising. However, what guarantees does advertising give you? Even pay-per-click's got variable results, and someone visiting your website doesn't guarantee a sale, does it? A customer walking into your shop doesn't guarantee a sale either. Beep, however, doesn't send you a bill unless it's proven that it's generated business. The Beep bill should be one of the few bills that store owners welcome each month. If they give a 5% discount and the Beep 2.75% bill is $300, that's evidence that Beep has sent the store $11,000 worth of business. So if someone said to you, give me $300 and I'll give you $11,000 back, you say that sounds too good to be true. However, the Beep system is actually better than that. We will first send the business to the store, then we send the bill. This is what the Beep system offers. We don't charge unless we prove our system is working. Real pay-as-you-go advertising. This is why we say the Beep bill should be celebrated, because it's a fact. The bigger the bill, the more turnover the store has. All we ask stores is to put into the Beep system a discount that they can afford, which is almost always less than their typical advertising budget. So there's an opportunity here for stores to reduce their advertising spending to further improve their profit margins. The entire focus of Beep is on store success. Put simply, if the stores don't work, then neither does Beep. Now, there are many discount loyalty card programs around the world, but most of them cost thousands. Many store owners want a loyalty card system to generate more turnover, but they didn't get one because of the cost balanced against an uncertain return. Beep is deliberately free because it wants to make the point that it delivers to business owners a system that works. Each store with Beep has a free facility to advertise any special offers every week. Each store can send these offers out to their local community each week, and Beep sends these offers out to the whole country relevant to each store every week. All of this is free. This you can see on Beep Store's Special Offers tab. So what does a shop or a business do? What they do is they accept the Beep invitation just like any person. Accepting simply means the shop registers with Beep and joins for free. Now once the shop registers properly, they receive an activation email from Beep. Once properly activated, the shop receives another email from Beep guiding them to something called the Wizard questionnaire. The Wizard helps the shop decide which Beep system suits them best. Now the shopkeeper purchases the Beep system, which is the integration software which they operate from their own tablets or PCs. In fact, this software works on any internet-enabled device. Alternatively, the store can order the full EPOS. For businesses, all choices are very inexpensive. Now, if this is the first time you've ever heard the phrase EPOS, it stands for Electronic Point of Sale. An EPOS is simply a cash register. Beep has designed its own EPOS software and any store can have it for free. They only charge a set fee for the standard time it takes to set it up. There are two other choices, which is to integrate or merge the existing EPOS with the Beep EPOS, which we can do by talking directly to the shop's EPOS provider. The last choice is just for businesses that operate only online. Here they buy a link to the Beep system. All a sales member has to do is memorize the choices and what they basically do. They learn how to use the wizard which guides the store to the correct choice. It's also worth remembering that all stores receive an integration call from our integrations department to make sure they're set up properly. So that's it. 4 choices. The first is the store buys the complete EPOS from us. The second is they integrate the existing EPOS with the Beep system. We call this API integration. The third choice is they leave the existing EPOS alone and just buy the system software. The fourth choice is for online businesses who buy their own API link to Beep. The shop or business receives 200 Beep cards for free straight from Beep. The shop or business owner now decides the discount they can afford from 2.5% upwards, and the Beep economy begins. Now for card distribution, any business that integrates with the Beep system will be sent a constant supply of Beep cards free of charge. Beep sends 200 cards to each business as they integrate with the Beep system. We electronically monitor and replenish those as necessary. Members can obtain cards of their own to hand out themselves in quantities of 200 cards and upwards. Now, should any shop or business wish to have a branded card system, this they can have in quantities of 5,000 plus. And here's an example of 2 typical branded cards. It's a great way for stores and business owners to advertise their own business brand. Now here's the maths, the inner workings of the engine of Beep. Now still this is only an overview. After you register you'll find in your back office there's a full breakdown of the maths and the career plan. Now to give you the general concept now, here we show you a couple out for a meal in a restaurant. The discount the restaurant gives is 10% and the minimum is at 2.5%. In this example, let's say the meal cost £100, so the customers pay £100. There is a 10% discount available, which is £10, and all of the £10 is placed onto the customer's Beep card. This money is available to spend in any Beep outlet the moment it's registered. However, it's important to note that Beep doesn't collect this money until the invoice is sent out at the end of the month. It's very important that stores realise that this £10 is not Beep charging them £10 at the end of the month. If any sales member hears a store saying that this is costing them money, they need to explain to the store that this is the discount that they want to give to their customers. The secret to retail is in the detail, and all stores need to be asked what discount they would be happy to give to their customers. In some cases, a small price increase can be used to offset that discount. Now the restaurant here pays Beep 2.75% for the Beep service, and in this case that is £2.75. Again, this is why it needs to be properly explained to business owners that the £10 is for customers and that this is the loyalty discount they're giving to their customers. Beep simply collects this from them at the end of each month. Beep just charges £2.75 in this example for the use of the service, which is very, very good value for money. And you can see here that the £2.75 is divided. 40%, or in this case £1.10 in this example, is Beep's profit, of which 10% or 11 pence goes to Beep's charity Médecins Sans Frontières. Across on the other side, you can see that 60% or £1.65 in this example is paid to Beep members, of which 20%, i.e. 33 pennies, goes to the Beep member who introduced the restaurant. Now here is what we call the Beep Now Money. You'll do very well to remember that there are 2 cards in Beep. One is the discount card, that is the Beep discount card that the customers use, and the other is the bank card that we pay you money on, cash. So listen for the distinction between cash back and cash cash. When a store purchases the Beep system, we will pay you $50 cash back that you can use in any Beep store. When the store achieves 10 beeps, we will give you $50 cash that's paid onto your bank card, and you can use that for whatever you want. You can pay your rent, pay your mortgage, you can draw it out as cash from an ATM machine, you can do what you want with it. When the store achieves 50 beeps, we pay you another $50 cash. And when the store achieves 100 beeps, we give you both $50 cash and $50 cash back. Has to be unique beeps, not your sales member or the store running up the clicks or the same customers. It has to be unique beeps. And don't forget, this is now money. The 2.75% is residual income. You get paid from that as well. So to summarize that, to be really clear, one store that does 100 beeps that you introduce, you get $100 cash back and $150 in cash onto your bank card. So when you sign up 3 stores a week, that equals $300 cash back and $450 a week cash. 3 stores a week for a month is $1,200 cash back and $1,800 cash. That's $3,000 in total. So full-time income from month 1. Here we say sign up what you need. If you haven't got much money and you need to spend money on food, the first place you should go to is the local corner shop or grocers. You get $100 cash back onto your card, so you can use that for food straight away. And don't forget, you also get $150 cash onto your bank card as well. You can spend that anywhere you want, but you can spend that in that same grocer's shop. If you can't afford to go out for a meal, then sign up a restaurant. You get the same thing, $100 cash back, $100 for the meal, $150 cash onto the card. Ladies, if you need to have your hair done, sign up the local hairdressers, $100 cash back onto your card. You can spend that in any hairdressers and $150 cash onto your bank card. A great way of building your business fast is to introduce the local football club. It doesn't have to be a football club. It can be any organisation, be it sports related or otherwise, that has a large and loyal fan and or customer base. The season ticket holders of a football club, they're going to be excited about a branded card for their team. Now just imagine how the local stores will react when you show them a letter of introduction from the football club giving local stores notice of their intention to give several thousand branded Beep cards to their supporters, all of which will be running into town looking for Beep stores in which to spend their money. Now in direct sales for Beep, your target over 1 to 2 years is up to about 300 stores. So if you think about it, between 3 and 6 good football clubs with the surrounding interested stores the football club loyalty scheme naturally promotes will bring you close or even beyond your overall target. Now a tip to those of you starting out in direct sales for Beep is to become qualified first. If you remember what we talked about earlier, that is 10 stores with 100 beeps. So you really know your subject before approaching a local institution such as that football club. Now here we have something called assign referrals. Now this is a Beep sales member, is a qualified sales member, and he or she knows how to sell to stores. Now over here is someone who doesn't know how to sell. This is a Beeper who can't sell to stores or has no time or whatever. Or it can be you as a direct salesperson that knows somebody who knows lots of stores, they haven't got the time, or you think, you know what, I think I can train this person to come along with me, but you've got to be careful of your time. So what happens here is we have an assign referral button on stores buttons. So that gives the now money to the beeper that did the work. And what that means is the 2.75% income stays with the original beeper, but by clicking on the assign referral button, you, the person who knows what you're doing, gets paid all that now money. So that's why we say everybody here is a winner. And that works really well for the direct salesperson who signs up that football club, because the football club here is going to generate a lot of interest around them with all the local stores. But the now money would normally go to the football club, the person that signs up the store. So when you actually talk to the football club, you say to them, I'm going to hit the assign referral buttons for all the local stores. They don't mind, because the football club is going to get the 2.75% income, as you'll see here. So you introduce 100 stores around that football club, and the beeper, you that did all the work, gets the now money. And if that's 100, that could be £9,000 just for doing that one piece of work. So the now monies, plus don't forget, when you see all the maths, the leadership income comes to you as well from the 2.75%. So the person that does the work, which is you, get all the now money. The football club's very happy because they get the 2.75% income. So you've had the now money and leadership income, as you will see when you really understand the maths. So to activate all this, very simple. In the back office of the store, there is an add new referral button. You will have a beep card number, and you go on with the football club and put in your beep card number there, and then what happens is they will actually put your name in there as an authorized referrer when any store is invited. And you see here, it can be more than one person. So if you've got a team of people, you can actually really get cracking with that as well. So on income examples, I'll just quickly show you here. I worked something out. 3 stores a week is £290 a week onto the bank card, 193 cashback. That's 1,935. I worked that out in the US dollar to euro and British pound exchange rate. There's the prices. So what in British pounds, roughly it works out that when the store integrates, you get £32 when it integrates on the beep card for cash back, and then when they do 10 beeps, you get £32.25. When they do 50 beeps, £32, 100 beeps, another £32 plus £32 cash back. So you get £96 in cash onto your bank card, and £64 to spend in any beep store on cash back. So £161 per store. So on the weekly calculator, I worked it out here, is £290 on the bank card, 193 cash, 483 a week. Monthly, 1,161 onto your bank card, 774 onto cashback. That's how I worked out 1,935 is your monthly income. So what we did here was analyze the United Kingdom. We looked at the household cost, and there's the average mortgage rent is 550. If you say, hey, I've got more than that, or I've got more cost than 1,800, it just means you've got to sell more, simply that. But this is the average UK household cost. So the average rent or mortgage 550, council tax average in the United Kingdom 120, contents insurance, water, Sky TV, even mobile phones, car tax, you can pay that every month now, TV license, phone, landline, car insurance, gas and electricity combined, an average of £120 a month in the United Kingdom. Buildings insurance, clothing allowance, takeaways. If you have one takeaway on a Friday night for 20 quid, that can soon add up to £80 a month. Hairdressers and your food bill on average in the United Kingdom, £500 a month, and £175 for fuel. So on this column is the bank card can pay all that. That adds up to 1,208. And over here, if you sign up a clothing shop, you can spend £50 a month on clothes. If you sign up a takeaway, you can go and use your cash back on takeaway all the time. If you sign up a hairdressers, you can go and have your hair done, or if you're a man, you can send your wife to the hairdressers every month. Food, if you sign up the local grocers, the local corner shop, you can spend that all on cashbacks. Be really clever if you signed up a local independent petrol station, and then you could move the fuel from the bank card over onto cashback. So over here we looked at what the bank card can do on 3 sales a week, and you're only £47 a month short on the bank card. And if you signed up the local petrol station, then that would go into positive figures as well. So that was just an illustration to prove that from day one, selling 3 stores a week, you can earn a full-time income. And if you need to earn more, you sell more. 4 stores a week, 387 onto the bank card, 200, that's 2,500 a month. And if you sell 5 stores a week, you won't sell 5 stores every week, But what you do is you work in 2-week cycles. Monday, Tuesday, you stay at home making your appointments, and the rest of the Wednesday to Friday and all of next week, you're out doing 1 or 2 appointments a day and converting those into sales. In between the appointments, that's when you're going back to the original stores that you've sold to make sure they're hitting their beeps, which is good time management. Now, don't forget, the Now Money is just there to make sure you are having your bills paid all the time, and that's 150 cash and 100 on cashbacks, because the Now Money is a bridge for the real money, which is the 2.75% income. So to illustrate that, this is what we're achieving with you. You sell 3 stores a week for 12 months. That's 144 stores, and then you'll analyze how much money you're making from the 2.75%. That may be enough, you'll see in a minute, or if not, you go for another 6 months, take it up to 216 stores, and if that's not enough, you go to 24 months for 288 stores. And this is what we're talking about, because you can't just hit and run on these stores. You've got to go back and you've got to service them, and your position moves from direct sales to account manager. You start that almost from day one, because you've got to go back every 12 weeks to show yourself to these stores, to show your face in these shops, to help to make sure that all the cashiers know what they're doing and making sure that these stores are beeping, and you've got reports in Beep to see how well your stores are doing. And I suggest that every 12 weeks you need to go back to every single store. So what you do is you go back to the local town and you say, right, I'm going to visit 5 stores a day in that town, and if you're doing that for 48 working weeks, you will then be visiting 288 stores every 5 visits a day. So I suggest that you stop selling at 288 to 300 stores anyway, and then you move us into a full-time account manager. So the average store income a month will be about £25 a month, and if any stores, if you're not earning, some you'll earn more, of course, some you'll earn less, but you've got to be looking all the time at making sure that every store is reaching the maximum amount of beeps that you can get from that store, and you're looking to earn £25 a month on average for each of those stores. So that's 144 times 25 is £3,600 a month. So after 12 months, if that's enough for you, you can stop at 12 months and then just turn into an account manager. Or if you say, no, I want more than that, you keep going. 216 stores is 5,000, 288 is £7,200 a month. So you can see that you stop selling now, because all you're interested in now is making sure those 288 stores. So now you've got a very, very good reason to go and visit these stores every 12 weeks, five visits a day. That will take you to 288 stores a year, because you're on a very, very healthy income because of that. Basic tools. I'll give you this analogy. A company on a building site provides all the heavy machinery and structure, and Beep provides for you the basic building blocks for a global loyalty scheme around the world. So you are, on this building site analogy, you're a self-employed contractor, and you'll be expected to have a few tools, and that analogy translates very well into Beep and the direct sales position we're talking about here. If you go to beepmarket.com, you'll see something called Distributor Quick Start Bundle 1 Option A. It works out in British pounds about £158. What you get for that is the affiliate payment program, that is the bank card that pays you, without which you can't be paid. Then you've got 200 Beep cards, so you're going to be absolutely useless unless you can go and show Beep cards to the stores, and you've got the demo software. So you'll have the bank card to be paid, you'll have the Beep cards, and then you'll have the demo software to show the stores, because they're going to ask you that for sure. The next thing you do is you go to beepxtra.com, business media promotional material, and you'll see that there's a form called stores registration forms. This is a point of sale registration form. It folds up and it's perforated down the middle, so on the front that's what the customer sees, and you can actually stick a Beep card onto the front of there if you want to, and this is how a store can register their own customers. If you just willy-nilly hand out Beep cards over and over again, what would you say the chances of a customer going home and properly registering those cards? I would suggest 5 out of every 100 given out, if you're lucky. But if the store registers and you're there with the store, helping the store, explaining to the customer what the Beep card is, what it can do, and you register every single customer. So these, you do need to get yourself a small stock of those registration forms, and as you're after 100 beeps, I suggest you give every store 100 of these registration forms, and you say to them, look, I'll give you those free of charge, but after that I'll show you where to go to order some more. And then also you're going to need issue cashback later forms, because some stores get very busy, they haven't got time to issue the cashback on their software, and so there is an issue cashback later form. Of course, you're going to have advertising, window stickers in the store that says Beep cards accepted here, and you need plastic dispensers to put those registration forms in. There's a little bit more. You might say, oh, hang on a minute, that software, I haven't got a tablet to show to the store, so maybe you're going to have a tablet on hand, and also you might want to have a tablet on hand in case the store hasn't got a tablet or any internet enabled device in their store to run the Beep system on. You might need a magnetic stripe reader, they're not very much money. You might need a tablet stand to clip the tablet to if the store wants them. Now I say that's £350. It's not £350, it's that 150 is built into that 350 there. So you may need those things. You may need to spend £350 in total to get yourself started. Now, rather than you panicking where you're going to get all these things from, there are some authorized resellers of hardware, and this is not just in Ireland, this is Ireland and the United Kingdom. You can go to Beepxtra-Ireland.com, and one of our best agents, Brian McGinty, runs this site. He's authorized to do this, and it's just there. Even if you're nothing to do with Brian McGinty, you can buy a tablet there, you can buy a dispenser there, you can buy a tablet stand or a swipe card reader, or you can buy some of the things here that we talked about. So you're not going around scratching your head thinking about, goodness me, where do I get these things from? And that's where you can get that from as well. When you start out as a full-time sales member, we need to identify who you are. So this is a dashboard that you get for free, and on the bottom of there it says full-time, part-time. You need to make sure you've ticked on there that you are a full-time sales member, so we get the report and we can identify in each country we're working with how many full-time people we've got, and then we can contact you or make sure that your leader is in, your qualified leader is in touch with you, so that you are achieving your maximum potential as well. In goals and direction, in summary now, get trained, get yourself prepared. It's certainly important to become qualified. Make sure you get your 10 stores and 100 beeps. After you get over that hill, you will be very, very capable of earning a very long-term income with Beep. Your target is 3 stores a week. Minimum is 12 stores a month. If you do train anybody, if you do have teams, make sure you hit the assign referral button so you're getting paid for your work from that as well. The aim for you in direct sales full-time for Beep is to pay your bills for the first 12 to 24 months whilst you're building that 2.75% income until it overtakes the Now Money. And this slide I really like, because it says sometimes the best road is the one you make, especially those of you that have been beaten up in life by security. You thought you were secure and somebody came along and pulled the rug from underneath you. In Beep, you go out and get yourself the 144 to 288 stores, round it off 150 to 300 stores. You've created your own business there, and those shops are shops that you introduce to Beep that you will be looking after. They're your stores, and so you've created there your own personal security. And so this concludes the presentation for full-time direct salespeople in Beep. You have come to view this video via a number of routes. Therefore, the next appropriate thing to do is contact the person who gave you the link for this presentation, or contact the person whose name appears on any advert if that was how you found this production. Now, we sincerely hope you make a great success of working with Beep. For the right people with the right skill set and work ethic, it can be a very rewarding and satisfying position. Like we said on the previous slide, this business is already ready built for you, and once you become effective, you'll realize you've created your own secure position. Thanks for taking time to listen to this, and I hope to meet you soon.